For me, basic fucking facts. Um, Basic facts. MIKEL cost us this tie. Um, he overcomplicated it. He's arrogant. His subs were shit. Though to be fair, he did put Martinelli on about, I think, around 60 minutes. But even then, he played him on the left and he was isolated. He was. I don't think it was more. I don't know. I think it's the way he was deployed. Why he plays Smith and Odegaard and Saka and Pepe and Alba. So, and you're leaving Partey to. Partey's going to be overrun in the midfield again. What the fuck was this motherfucker waste man thinking? It makes no fucking sense. I wanted this European trophy, even if we got Man United in the final. Yes, they'll be favourites, but look, we beat United at their place. The game at our place in the league was a draw. Even though they're higher in the league, they got Champions League next season. I generally think we could have beaten them. But I think United fans would have been wary of us. Yes, they probably would have been favourites, but they would not have ruled us out. So I don't know. Honestly, don't know. And I'm gonna say this up, and I don't care who it ruffles up, but fans who wanted this manager in based on illogical, flimsy, bullshit logic, really, you have yourself to blame for our failures. Because the reason the club endorsed it is because they knew that the fans would fall for this bullshit PR. I'm not saying I told you so. I'm not saying I'm better than any of us or smarter or more rational, more logical, or have more insight. I'm not. I'm like Arteta. I'm not an arrogant person. So I don't I don't think of myself in those terms. But like, it's just common fucking sense. Name me any industry in the world where you have a company or an organization of a specific size and tradition in an industry that when it's going through relatively harder times would hire a fucking rookie. All right, cool. I'll give an analogy. Uh, Nissan's one of the world's biggest car makers. I don't know who the biggest is in terms of sales. I have no idea, but Nissan you'd definitely say is up there, at least in the top 10. I'll be surprised if it's not a top 10. So, like Arsenal, it's one of the biggest in its industry, in its field, right? Let's say Nissan had to change their manager or their CEO, or at least their strategy and operations, because they've been suffering. Would the Japanese shareholders, whoever owns Nissan, hire a total fucking rookie? Would that make sense? Could a rookie handle and turning around that? Even if Nissan was the indisputed or undisputed, I should say, market leader, you wouldn't. Yeah, let's say a long-serving CEO had stepped down. You would not hire a rookie because they wouldn't know what the fuck to do. You would hire someone, even if you hired someone internally, right? It would have to be somebody internally who had worked their way up the ranks, that had shown the competence, and was ready for the big job. So let's say somebody who'd been a vice president for like 5, 10 years, or somebody who was an up and coming, say, had risen through the ranks at another car firm, and you headhunted him or her. So let's say they came from like fucking Renault or fucking BMW or fucking uh, um, GM or fucking even Toyota, one of their like rival Japanese companies, right? Or fucking Hyundai or fucking name any car firm in the world, Audi or whatever, right? You would not just hire some rookie. And KSE is a fucking billionaire. He should know this. His wife, for fuck's sake, I think she sold Walmart. Actually, no, I don't think she sold Walmart. Walmart used to own Asda, and I think the Walmart firm sold Asda. So the CEO of Asda, right, which she would have approved really, because obviously Walmart used to own Asda. Would you hire some rookie? So would you hire somebody who ran like a local Asda supermarket to be the CEO of Asda overall? No, it'd have to be someone with some proven fucking track record. Or you headhunt, even if you want to be cheeky, headhunt the CEO of fucking, what's his name, Tesco, or fucking Morrison's, or what's the name of that French one, Carrefour or whatever, right? Even like a US, like Whole Foods is a big US one or whatever. You do not just hire someone with no fucking experience. And that's the thing with our football club. I know I'm going on a huge tangent, but it's not a tangent, because all of this is interconnected and related. To be a successful organization in any field, you have to have a good fucking culture, good fucking strategy. Our culture and strategy has stunk since these waste man and his fucking son have been at our fucking football club, or they've been the majority shareholders at our fucking football club. That's 10 years now, so 2011. And there's no surprise whatsoever that we've had a steady and slow decline since they've been the majority and now sole owners of our football club. They've enabled this thing. Remember when top four was a trophy? That attitude came in because Wenger was allowed to do it by our owners. He only potted Wenger once it became untenable. They thought, rah, my man's finished sixth. Nah, he has to go. I guarantee if Wenger got top four that season, or the season before when we finished fifth, they'd have said, all right, cool. My man, you can stay. I guarantee it. They only care about the bottom line. They got rid of Emery, untenable. MIKEL now is untenable. They're probably going to give him a summer window. Who could we get? We see people say, oh, we could get Grealish. No fucking chance. The only thing Arsenal has to attract players is our name. And even then, it's only, well, yes, we have a name. We're a great football club with a great history, great fan base, global fan base. But that in itself can't attract players. If Real Madrid was in mid to fucking table every season, yes, it's Real Madrid, but you'll be thinking, well, all right, cool. You're in mid-table though, so you're not challenging. Name can't attract players. History, status, size, stature alone can't attract players. Oh yes, we're in London. That's not an advantage for us. Chelsea's in London. Look, shit, fucking Tottenham's in London. West Ham's in London. Palace is in London. Look, shit, if Brentford win the playoffs, they're in London. Then they will be in the Premier League if they win the playoffs. No, I'm done with this manager. It was a wrong job at the wrong time, and that shows the man's arrogance. He's an arrogant as fuck manager. Plain and fucking simple. My man. The thing is, a person with integrity, I'm going to say this, a person with integrity would think, you know what, I'm flattered that Arsenal have come in for me, but you know what, I think I should work my way up. Even the greatest of managers work their way up. Even Mourinho, and I have no time for Mourinho because of his bad man management. I think he was at Benfica. Now, I'm not saying Benfica's a small club. Of course they're not. That's stupid to say they are. But he was at Benfica, but he worked experience. He did not start in a big club in a big league. Benfica's a huge fucking football club. The club of Eusebio, so no one can diss them as far as I'm concerned. But he did not just go to say, I think, yes, I can do my thing off the bat at a big club in a big league that's been struggling for years. Come on. Even Pep. But the thing with Pep is that Pep obviously is a Barcelona legend as a player. I think he was part of the team that won their first ever Champions League in 92, was it, with Koeman and Rijkaard and them and there. Um, but, you know, He was obviously working in, same with Zidane. So they'd proven themselves internally. And obviously they noticed potential in Zidane and potential in Pep. What potential does Arteta have? Because Pep says so. Because some journalist says so. Oh, come on. I'm going to go on the player ratings. I've spoken a lot. I've ranted a lot, frankly. Right, it's Leno 6. I thought he didn't make any, he wasn't really tested seriously, but what he did do, he was all right. Yes, there are a few loose balls, but I think it's more due to the back passes, not his fault. 6. Hector Bellerin. I don't think he had a bad game, to be honest. Not outstanding. Defensively, wasn't called upon that much, but offensively, I thought he got a few decent crosses in, but nothing special. 4. Pablo Mari, 5. He was all right, nothing special. Holding, 3. Had a couple of headers in the second half that went wide, or over, but he was all right. Tierney, I think, looked under the pace. 3. Partey, 3. Not the best performance, but I think that's more due to the configuration, the format of the team. Smith Rowe, 3, had that chance early in the second half. But again, I don't think he was as effective as he could have been. Same with Odegaard, I'll give him a 2, didn't create much. Alba, 2, had those 2 chances that hit the post. But again, to be fair, I don't think he got the service. Pepe, 3, tried to make things happen, but didn't create as much as he should have. 3. Same with Saka, 2, tried to make things happen, didn't do much in the end. Laka, I'll give a 2, tried to make things happen again, didn't pay off. Eddie, my man needs to go. Again, it's our fans that, look, my man scored 2 goals against Norwich. What? How long ago was that? 3.5 years ago. My man was on the pitch in injury time for a minute and he got himself booked. I think he committed 2 fouls. So he couldn't, if the second foul was serious enough, he could have got himself sent off. I'm sorry, Eddie Nketiah is not Premier League level, it's Championship level. At best lower level Premier League, but not to where we want to be. 0. Willian, again, this shows the bad culture of our football club. Why the fuck did we sign this man? We should not be taking Chelsea rejects or Chelsea hand-me-downs. We are the Arsenal. I repeat, we are the Arsenal. 0. That man offers no assists. He dribbles like short, then passes. He squares it. What does he do? Even his set pieces were pretty good at Chelsea. But again, at Arsenal, it's been dead. Now Martinelli, I think he was brought on at the right time, but didn't do much. Again, I think that's more the position he was in the team. 2. Now as for the manager, I really am tempted to give a minus score, but I'll give him a 0. He has to go. Simple. He's arrogant. He's out of his depth. He doesn't know what he's doing. He overcomplicates things. His game management is shit. He just has to go. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So I know I've ranted and raved a bit, but he has to go. It's as simple as that. So yeah, thank you very much.